In this warm and thought-provoking speech by speaker Salon Alum Alexis Fuentes, she not only asks us to ponder some tough questions, but she also shows that being captivating as a speaker requires eye contact, timing, and compassion.
Cold butter. Why do restaurants serve warm bread with cold butter? See, the warm bread is there to impress you, but they don't really care about you. Because if they did, they would serve you softened, room temperature butter that glides over your warm bread. You think you got points for the bread? No, you got negative points because you made me massacre my bread with your cold butter. Something else I hate, beauty salon shaming. I went to the salon the other day to get my eyebrows waxed. I was greeted by a smooth, hairless goddess who took me to the back, where she deftly waxed my brows, first the right, then the left. Then she said, "Your lip too?" "No, I'm good." "You sure?" "Yeah, I'm sure." "Your husband likes you like that?" I love working with middle schoolers, but I hate the way they smell. It's like a mixture of cow and tomato covered in Axe. I hate that spinning wheel of death that shows up on your Apple screen at exactly the wrong time. I hate when pop stars make the national anthem 17 minutes longer. I really hate when someone continues to harm the name of my faith in the world. If you're gonna cut somebody off on the road, for God's sakes, take the rosary sticker off of your car. I publicly hated that anyone who shared the namesake of my faith could harm and molest children. I hated that predators chose the priesthood as a means of feeding their vices. I hated that any of us were guilty of contributing to such heinous crimes. I sat in that hate. I spoke about it, I wrote about it, I gathered my friends together, we prayed about it. I started a protest in front of one of the nation's largest cathedrals and I shouted about it. And then I stopped. I stopped because I wasn't getting anywhere. I stopped because other people moved on. I stopped because I could sleep at night. I stopped because I stopped hating. And in realizing this, I began to hate myself. Hate is a powerful thing. It's neither good nor bad. It's just a beast. It's a massive, powerful, fire-breathing beast. And we are the riders. And we must ride sober. There are those out there who are riding drunk on rage, drunk on anger. They ride this beast without any discernment and they create chaos in its wake. But this kind of hate is not effective. This is the kind of hate that we're instinctively trained to reject. But secretly, we all love our hate. We love it because hate is intimately wound up in love. I hate cold butter because I love conscientiousness and I hate when I find it lacking. I hate beauty salon shaming because I love protecting my own dignity and I hate when other women attack it. And I hated the evils that lurked in my church because I love what my church preaches, that no greater love is this than to lay down one's life for a friend. Hate helps me to define the loves that drive me. And when I use it well, hate is the force that fuels my love, and my love becomes a bigger beast. My love becomes the sun, no longer something that spits fire, something that is fire. Imagine the change that could take place if we all became master riders. Imagine the effect we could have if we learned how to wield this powerful beast. To become a master rider, you need two things: wisdom and encounter. With wisdom, you learn the virtue of temperance, how to temper your hate, how to turn it up and bring it back like the fire on a stove so that it burns, but it doesn't destroy. With wisdom, you learn the virtue of prudence. Prudence, sagacity, good decision-making. Prudence directs the hate toward the good. So if temperance turns up the heat, prudence gives it laser focus. Wisdom, prudence, temperance, virtue, these are words that are lost on the cultural conversation. We're forgetting to teach them to our children. But these words are the great resources that turn our hate into a gift. No longer something to fear, our hate becomes a gift that empowers. But these words are not enough. They're too abstract. And that's why you need encounter. You need the who. You need to remember who you're hating for and align yourself with that suffering so that you can't help but do something about it. I hated what alcoholism did to my dad. So years later, when a cherished friend reveals herself to be a raging alcoholic, she poked the beast. I knew what was coming, and I wanted nothing to do with it. I sat in that hate, and I went to seek wisdom. I sat in the church. My voice filled the tall arches of the room, and I cried out to God. And I poured out all of my hate and my rage and my sadness over this disease. And I confessed my desire to leave her behind and to walk away from this whole mess. And then I looked at Jesus on that cross. Jesus, who came to encounter us. Jesus, who aligned himself with my suffering. And that's when I chose her. That's when I chose to hold her hand and to walk down this long, dark, difficult road to recovery. And today, she's 1 year sober. Hate plus wisdom plus encounter equals change. Thank you.
If you have the desire to get on stage to share your powerful story at the Speaker Salon, all you have to do is go to speakersalonapplication.com. Let me know what your biggest takeaways were from Alexis's talk. I look forward to hearing from you, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you have access to my upcoming videos. And I'm so happy that you're here and will always respond to your comments. Big love.